that I saw, would you want a friend like you? Would you want a partner like you? And I'm like, hell yeah, I would. Are you kidding me?
A few weeks ago or something like that, I decided to I decided to go to a restaurant. And by the way, when I talk like this, the words are extending, it's not me thinking or anything like that. It's like blank. It's basically like I don't know how to say it. I don't want to sound like a because stuff don't get in when you talk like that either. Not too much pauses, like you should find a balance. But anyhow, so a few weeks ago I decided to go to a restaurant because I was like, oh, I've been cooking my own food for so long now. I love cooking, don't get me wrong, I really love cooking and experimenting in the kitchen and everything, but it's some dishes that is like, no, I gotta have this from the restaurant. And I wanted steak. So I went to this restaurant and I ordered myself a beer, and I was sitting there just enjoying myself, and it was some people sitting like across me just drinking and being messy. And one of them, what did she say? So where are all of your friends, huh? So you don't have any friends, huh? You lost everything, you lost everybody. Like the way she said it, and I was like, is she talking to me or is she having a conversation with? And I'm like, either way, it's just like very na 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 na. Like, you a grown ass woman. Like, stop. And I was like, what? Like, I would say, like, growing up, I didn't have a problem getting friends or keeping friends. I had some best friends. I don't know. It's been a lot of backbiting, or whatever you may say. It's been a lot of like, behind your back is talk, is this, is that, is phoniness, it's spreading lies, spreading gossips, just being messy. Like, I had some of those acquaintances or friends too. And I have so many stories to share when it comes to that. I just want to say that I haven't been perfect. Everybody's lacking in some shape or form. So I have been the type of friend that, like if I go through some hard stuff, like I would disappear. Like I had one of these best friends. She was a Swedish girl that I met during juvie time. And she and I had contacts up to like last year or something like that. But she, I felt, was the only one that really understood that part. Like, she didn't take it personal. So we could have like contact and we talk and we do everything. But when it came to like me going through some shit, because she been with me like from burying my mother to like, she knows everything basically when it comes to my family or relatives and stuff like that. So I felt like she didn't take it personal that we didn't talk for maybe like 6 months. And then all of a sudden we started to talk again. It wasn't like, where have you been? And so now all of a sudden I'm important. Like, she had her life and her friends as well, and I had mine, but I don't know how to explain it. I think she was the only one that this thing worked with. But I would say, like, I haven't been the best friend to a lot of friends that I had. Like, I've done my fair share of gossip. And just being like a typical teenager, or do you understand? I've gone through so much more when it comes to having false people around me. And I always felt like, I remember somebody that I spoke to, and I told them, like, if I am jealous at somebody, and I'm looking at somebody and I'm just like, oh, look at them, they have everything and they have all figured out, and it stems from me lacking. And it's not like your typical stuff that you can get. Like, I felt like if people were jealous of me growing up, it was like stupid stuff, that they could manage, they could fix themselves. Do you understand? Like, I remember I was one of the first ones that had my own apartment when I was 16, I was very like a groundbreaker when it came to a lot of stuff. Like, I was the first one to do that, one of the first one to do this, try that, and I felt like if I had jealousy towards me, it usually came from like, oh, like they were looking at my life and thinking that, oh, you don't have to worry about any parents and this and that, you can just mind your business, oh. and being jealous of basically my struggle. Like they couldn't see like the behind the scene, that when you come home from school as a 16-year-old, nobody's there to cook you food, so you have to stand there yourself and cook your own meal. And basically, like when the money comes, like when you get money, I don't know how it is in other countries, but here you got like a little sum of money to go to school. That money, most of my friends, they use it for like, I don't know, party, buying clothes, going out, eating or something like that. Like I had to I got some assistance, of course, when it came to the financial part, but I had to use that money to like learn how to pay rent and, buy food and toilet paper and stuff like that at the age of 16, and it was stuff like that these people, they didn't think about. But I hope like now when we're all grown up and they can, think back, that they will be like, man, it was nothing to be jealous of, really. Like it was just a very unfortunate situation. Like I wouldn't recommend any 16-year-old to live by themselves. It doesn't matter how grown up you are or anything like that. Like it's just like, nah. Everybody need guidance. They need love. They need affection. They need people around them, that cares and. But I felt like what I said to this person is that if I was jealous, it was mostly because it was stuff that I couldn't buy this stuff. I couldn't create this stuff. I couldn't order this stuff. Like this was stuff that was out of my control. Like most of the friends that I had was foreigners, and foreigners are known for having these big families and relatives and a lot of siblings. And I remember being jealous, thinking that, these people have everything, like look how the mom is and look how their sister is, and just like the Christmas celebrations, the Ramadan celebration, whatever, like they have a lot of people around them, and I felt jealous because I was like, man, like there's nothing I can do to get that. Do you understand? But everything that I have, if they're jealous of how I'm dressing, my clothes, you can go and buy the same clothes. If they're jealous of how I look, you can go and get yourself makeup. If you want to go as far as doing cosmetic surgery, like you can do all of this stuff, and if it's like, I'm jealous about how other people like you or respect you or whatever, okay. But then you have some people that will be like, let me just mimic everything about her, like her personality and everything, basically become her, So I'm just saying, when it comes to friends, I feel like the so-called life path that I'm going through is requiring me to be alone a lot, So it's nothing that I'm doing on purpose, but it's like, it's some kind of barrier. Like I can't explain it, that it makes everything so much more different nowadays than it was back in the days. Like I feel like, and it was not only because we were younger that everything was easier, I have so-called evolved to a level where it's gonna be hard to maintain any kind of relationship, I'm very I like my solitude. Like I've been like that since I was a kid, I like to be around people, but I have no problem playing by myself or, traveling by myself, going out to the restaurant by myself or anything like that. And this has helped me so much in this so-called life path or whatever that I'm going through right now. Because like I said, it is a lot of lonely times, If I'm gonna be honest, like I miss, like right now what I do have, I have acquaintances, I would say, here in Stockholm. I wouldn't call them friends like that, like, because when it comes to friends, like you share a little bit more than just, I don't know. And I would say that two of these people, I don't want to be like that, but these people are so boring. Like, when you meet some people and you feel like, man, I'm better off just doing this by myself, Like in the beginning you were like, it's this event coming to town and, I really need somebody to go to this concert with or this whatever, And then you're there with somebody and you feel like that somebody is just raining on your parade, basically. And you're like, you know what? I should have just come myself. I would have had so much more fun if I just came by myself. This is the kind of acquaintances that I have in Stockholm right now. So I have, and it's like, it's so sad because 9 out of 10 times, without even exaggerating, I'm the one that bring text message or call and be like, hey, do you want to do this? Oh, I saw this one. Do you want to try this? Do you want to go there? Da 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 da. And they will tag along, you know? It's not like a hostage situation. Like, they can say no, but they tag along. But it's just that I always have to be the first one to, do you understand? And it's like, nah, bro, like, I would want, it's another quote that I saw, would you want a friend like you? Would you want a partner like you? And I'm like, hell yeah, I would. Are you kidding me? If I had me and I could clone myself, I'm not saying that I'm the greatest, but I'm just saying, like, the company, like how I'm spoiling myself right now. I'm taking myself on spa treatments, dinners, concerts, travels, you know, I make sure I eat good, sleep good, everything. Do you understand? And I'm like, if I could find that in another person, oh my God, we would have like, we wouldn't even be having to be like a big group. Like, it would just be us two, and we would, oh my God. No, it is sad. So I do take accountability, best believe that I do. But I'm like, bruh, are you kidding me? My situation is so odd. Like, I'm getting gang stalked. I can't go anywhere without being investigated in any shape or form by literally everybody and their fucking mama and dogs, you know? So imagine if I had people around me. Like, imagine if I would date somebody at this point. That person needs to be strong. I'm not kidding with you. I'm not saying that it's like dating a celebrity. Absolutely not. I'm not saying that I'm a celebrity in any shape or form. I'm just saying that whatever's going on is worse than celebritism, you know? Because if I was a celebrity, at least they could benefit from the good of dating a celebrity, you know? They could go on red carpets event with me. They could get free gift bags and trips, and you know, like if they had a business idea, they could launch that. Like, it would come with a lot of benefits too, you know? They wouldn't always be like the paparazzi stalking them and now being like, oh, so this celebrity is dating that person now, or is friends with that person now. What kind of job does they do these people do, you know? And start digging in their past and all of this, and they are not even equipped for this kind of lifestyle, you know? They haven't gone through any PR school. Like, how am I gonna talk to people and not I'm just saying it's not that level, because in my situation they won't benefit a lot or anything, you know? So I think I wrote something like that in one of my Instagram posts a long time ago. I was like, especially when it comes to like love and stuff like that, like people trying to make it seem like my only mission here in life is to get married and get kids. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? So I made it like, okay, so if that's the case, then it would be a lot of fake people around me that won't be interested in me for me, my personality, my humor, my anything, my looks. It will only be like, I want to be with her, I want to create a life with her, I want to get married to her, just because of the co-signing title that I may get, you know? And I was like, man, that's almost worse than being a billionaire and having a gold digger after you. Do you understand? So this is the thing. The thing is, like, I know the difference when I meet people, friends or lovers. Like, I know the difference if somebody has been researching you before, like they know, or if somebody haven't. And I'm gonna tell you, like, the people that I'm gonna have around me, or try to make sure that I have around me, it will be like village people. Like, if you see me ever get married in this lifetime, he's either gonna be like a very public figure already, like he has his own shit, you know, and he doesn't have to depend on me on any shape or form. Like, he has his shit with or without me, you know. He's used to the so-called limelight, or, you know, being out there. Either he's gonna be somebody like that, or he's gonna be somebody that is unknown, like a village guy, you know. He's living somewhere like off grids, you know. He doesn't even know what a television is. Like, it's gonna be that level. Because this middle whatever that I did want it, because I'm a middle myself, I'm not gonna be able to sustain that, you know. Because it is a lot of fakies out there, you know, and you have guys that are so-called opportunists and gold diggers as well. Yep. So anyways, back to this lady that was talking about not having friends. I'm like, okay, if she really knew my life path, like what I'm going through, you know, what is expected out of me and all of this stuff, she would understand that you cannot look at my life through so-called regular lenses. Do you understand? You just can't. You can't make that kind of, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's, like I said, I had friends in the past, good friends, you know, friends that supported you, you know, like they were with you, helped you with your mom's funeral. When you graduated, they came and they orchestrated the whole thing. When somebody talked shit about you, I remember I had one of these girlfriends, like she had her heels and she beat the hell out of these girls. I'm not kidding you. Like she was like, "Rah!" She looked like, what's his name? This gorilla. Not saying that she was a gorilla, but the way she was acting, you know, it was so like, and this was only like, she was defending me. Do you understand? So I'm like, I had this and I have done the same for these people. Do you understand? So I'm happy that I got to experience that. Like some people would never in their lifetime experience anything like that, you know? But of course, I miss having people around me. Do you understand? Who doesn't? Like, we're not created to be alone. Like, human beings, like, we created to, you know, like, even God understood this back in the biblical days, you know, with the boats, with the ark and everything, like, two of every animal. And Noah had his big family. Like, he understood that. So I'm like, you know? And if you hear anything bad about me from so-called old friends, acquaintances, especially people from high school, just tell them to shut up, okay? Tell them that they need to move on, you know? Tell them that time has gone and they need to go with time. They need to evolve with time. Because I keep seeing some hints, you know, like some people talking about that maybe I have like false people, like especially like from high school, you know, like that, like, do you understand? This is like when you're 16, 17, 18. It's like, bro, are you kidding me? I'm a grown-ass woman today, huh? I'm a grown-ass woman today, and it is so much that has happened. I'm like, you guys, if you're still sitting and discussing stuff like that happened like 2 fucking decades ago almost, you need to reevaluate your whole whatever. Do you understand? Like, it is time to move on. Leave the past in the past and just, you know, and don't be such a, oh, but she used to. Evolve. Evolve. That's all I'm saying. The last thing I'm gonna say is that people that meet me right now and they see how I'm living, they see the 9 to 5s that I have, they see the student apartment that I have, the very like simple basic life, you know. And at the same time, let's say hypothetically that it's like in an alternate universe somewhere, is a whole fan page, a whole with millions of people liking and discussing and hating on me and my life and whatever's going on, you know. And I don't know about this because this is happening behind my back, you know. Let's say that something like that is happening and I have some people around me that is already in their feelings about whatever, you know, like especially like if they're trying to make it somehow in something, like let's say in the same genre, you know, or they want my so-called life path or life task or something like that. These people, like, they gonna make my life miserable. And I have met some of these people, like they see the reality, how I'm living and my circumstances and everything, and they know it's nothing to be jealous of. Do you understand? Like some of these people have been helping me by borrowing money to me so I could pay my rent and all of this stuff. But in the same time, I can just see and sense the hate, the jealousy in them, you know? And it's like, it's not for this that they see right now. It's for the other stuff that not even me, I can see. So they're basically hating on potential, you know? And I'm like, friends like that or acquaintances like that are very dangerous to have around you, because I keep trying to remind some of these people when I see it. I keep like subliminally, I'm trying to remind them. I keep telling them, like, when it comes to me, like, I would know who helped me or didn't help me when I was in certain situations. And best believe that I won't forget anybody. So whatever you did, I'm gonna multiply that back. Do you understand? When I am in a position where I can help, without a doubt, you won't even have to remind me. Like, I will help you. Like, if I can become a millionaire, billionaire, or something like that, believe me, your student loans will be paid off. If you are missing an arm or something like that, I will help you with some kind of prothèse so you can get that, you know? If you haven't been on vacation for God knows how long, all inclusive to you and your whole family, like, this is me. Like, it would be like Oprah moment, like, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. Do you understand? But you gotta hold me down right now, where you see that nothing is blossoming. Do you understand? But I'm like, I'm not gonna forget. But these people, they don't think as far. Or maybe they don't think that I will reach that level ever, you know? So they just like, whatever. It's not worth it, you know, being kind or being decent, or... It's fucked up. No, I won't forget. I'm like an elephant when it comes to that, bruh. I won't forget how people treated me during different circumstances, you know? And it's not to say that you need to start sucking up for me. Absolutely not. I hate that even more. Are you kidding me? It's a song with a guy called Benjamin Clementine. What is the song's name? Benjamin Clementine, and the song's name is I Won't Complain. If you listen to the lyrics, you'll be like, okay, so basically he's saying that it's one specific lyric that hit me like, you know? He said something about that. What did he say? He said, when you love me, like, you're not helping me, but when you hate me, you're helping me, you know? And it sounds weird, but it's like, I don't know. You need some of these people around you that will be dead honest with you. Do you understand? Like, even if they know, like, the truth will hurt, it will be like, yeah, for now, bro, just rip the bandage off and move on, or whatever. You don't need a lot of yes-sayers around you, because nothing good comes out of that, you know, in the long haul. So...
Dinner at home. And one thing she kept telling me, she has very few friends. She's focused and has very few friends. Phone killer. The thing is, I have very few friends. I'm focused and have very few friends. Self-respect with some green eyes and that's on 10. Self-made, now you're self-paid with your own plans.